Once again, very lucky to have Dr. Terry Madonna all the way from that beautiful parts of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the home of Franklin and Marshall University. He's here to talk politics on the AT&T Newsmakers line. And we're going to be talking about a lot of this next segment tomorrow with you, my audience. Open Talk, noon to 3, the Mike Pintek Show, KDK Radio. Will be live at Coons Market on McKnight Road. Okay, so say the Democrats have this 18th congressional district. They spent, meaning the Republicans, $10 million trying to hang on to this seat that was held for many years by former Congressman Republican Tim Murphy, who we all know stepped down and resigned. My question is it really that important for the president moving forward? One seat, can it make that much of a difference, Dr. Madonna?
Well, obviously the seat itself does not. I mean, the Democrats need to come up with 24 seats. There are perhaps 60 congressional seats that we're going to be looking at as we move through special elections and into the fall. But here's the key to why this has some relevance, Rob, and I think it's worth mentioning. Number one, if Democrats can look at this and say, what are we going to do in districts that Trump won by 8 points or 10 points or 15, not 20 points? Can they figure out that what Connor Lamb did, the kind of campaign that he ran, are there avenues for moving forward for other Democrats? Let me give you an example. Connor Lamb did not nationalize the election. He did not want to make it about Trump in a Trump district. He wasn't obviously for Trump, but he wanted to localize it. He wanted to focus on issues that mattered to the voters, stay away from those issues that were not, that may have been controversial involving Trump, and stick to issues that he thought voters cared about. He wouldn't even go on, Connor Lamb, MSNBC or CNN. He stayed away from national reporters. So let's say you're a Democrat running in a Trump district. You get my point. Mm-hmm. There are ways to localize it and not make it into a referendum on Trump or a referendum or nationalize the election. Now, whether Democrats can do that or not, because Connor Lamb and Rick Saccone were picked in a process literally by party leaders, not in a primary by party voters. So it may not be easy to get the Connor Lambs of the world out into the field.
All right, in closing, Laura Ellsworth, Scott Wagner, Paul Mango, they're going to try to actually take Tom Wolf's governor's seat. This is a big year for that governor's race in Pennsylvania. You've got Bob Casey running as well. Republicans would love to have that. But the big picture is the midterm election for the nation, something the president is looking towards, and he should be, because one seat maybe not, but a half a dozen or so could really mean a lot to spell doom or to really give him the hurdle that he needs to accomplish so many things in that second half of his first term in office. So can this election, even though this district is going away in November, could it really set the stage for what is about to happen? And if you're the president, are you concerned about that?
Well, here's the key. What we're seeing now is this is a Democratic wave year. How big the wave is, we don't know yet. But what do we know? We know that Democrats throughout special elections last year and legislative elections last year and this year are more excited to vote. We know that the Democrats are fielding more people to run for office. We know that the Democrats have raised more money at this point than they have in previous election cycles. Translation, there is no doubt that Democrats are more excited and they're going to pick up seats. What we don't know 8 months before an election is how many, how strong the wave will be. That's what we're going to have to determine as this election cycle moves forward.
Okay, tomorrow, Mike Pintek, you and I, Open Talk, noon to 3, we're at Coons Market on McKnight Road on KDK Radio. Dr. Madonna, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
All right, good night from Legacy Studios in East Liverpool, Ohio.